World Liberty Financial holders, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Thanks for all the love. Let's waste no more time and get right in today's update and really understand what's happening with WLFI token. Apologize for missing an update last night. Decided to honestly just give myself a little bit of a break. I honestly needed it, but we're back on schedule. Thanks for your support once again. So, as we are obviously going into Thursday morning, as far as the broader market is concerned, looking good. As far as the broader market is concerned, it's looking good. But yes, I know some people are going to come out and say, Crypto ZX, WLFI is going down, this and that, yada, yada, yada. There are some news to obviously keep in mind. Obviously, we were unable to discuss that news yesterday because, of course, I did not give you guys an update yesterday. But you can see WLFI is pretty much kind of balancing itself with the broader market regardless. If you're looking at it on the weekly time frame, it's still up 10%. Yes, it's seeing a retracement right now, but it's still up 10%. We got to take a look at it from that angle. And, of course, on the monthly time frame, we're not going to have any data because this project was not tradable before that. But looking at the price of WLFI, 20 cents right now as of recording this update. We're up about 1% in USD, but down about 1% in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Comparative valuation, 5.5 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume is approaching a $500 million mark. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So look at this. Bonk.fun posted this, introducing Project Wings. The eagle takes off. So USD1 pairs are now available on Bonk Fun in partnership with WLFI. For developers, USD1 can be selected with, when creating a token to launch with USD1. So pretty much what USD1 is a stablecoin that is launched by WLFI. But, aside from that, this is the news that has gotten a lot of people talking. And like I said, I was unable to, discuss this with you guys because we did not talk yesterday as I, kind of gave myself a break. But take a look at this. So what does it mean that Eric Trump was removed from the board of World Liberty Treasury? Alt5, Sigma. So this isn't an exit from the project. He was moved to a board observer role after NASDAQ request a step required to comply with the listing rules. And I think it kind of comes with the conflict of interest. Maybe that's, what NASDAQ is looking for. So on the positive side, it shows the company is serious about meeting NASDAQ requirements. Negative side, some people may think that losing a Trump name on the board. In reality, it's more about regulatory alignment than politics. The path towards a NASDAQ listing looks cleaner now. So of course, when you think about this, he's leaving. Of course, that's gonna bring in question. Wait, these guys were backing this project to be huge in US. Obviously, like I stated with you guys before, in terms of the project itself, there's a lot of competition, right? There's a significant amount of competition out there, but he himself has come out and kind of cleared a lot of misunderstandings. So you could see what Eric Trump says. Correct. I am 1000% committed to World Liberty Financial. We are redefining the future of finance, and there are very few projects more exciting with more. There are very few projects more exciting with more potential growth. I'm all in, and this is coming from Eric Trump himself. But yet, people are still going to be like, well, he stepped down, this and that. But we need to understand if these guys are wanting to go public, Alt5 Sigma, then guess what? You need to obviously you need to follow the rules. Simple as that. And maybe that's NASDAQ's rule, and that happened. Some people might like this. Some people might not like this. What are my personal thoughts? If Eric Trump is still obviously going to be, backing this. And obviously, if they really start to, thrive, and this, this app I think is launching soon as well. But if this really project gets to, at the level people expect it to, I think, this could do quite well, specifically if they bring in some sort of exclusive incentive. And, we've been talking about that incentive aspect from the beginning, literally from late last year when Donald Trump became a US president. We've been talking about, these incentives because these are rumors that have been flying around for such a long time. If, those types of incentives were to come for US-based projects, then I think that brings in a lot of interest. But regardless, obviously people are going to think, oh, well, now he's off board. Is this going to, no longer, live up to the hype? Or no longer reach some of these price targets, people have been talking about, I still personally think this can do what we've been talking about in the past, specifically with what's going on, and of course, again, in a way linked with, co-founded by Eric Trump, and obviously, I'm sure they're still going to talk positive about it, right? It would be a completely different thing if they're not going to be talking positive about it, but they're still going to be supporting it. As you can see himself, kind of coming out and just clearing a lot of misunderstanding. But again, I don't hold this coin. I've told you guys this before. I don't hold it, but maybe if I see a good retracement, maybe I do scale in. But I will be transparent with you guys when I do. As of now, no, and I'm bringing you guys unbiased updates. And of course, that's what you guys enjoy. If you're looking at the dominance is pulling down, which is amazing to see. Bitcoin is looking great right now too, sitting above 114,000 to be exact, $114,125 in this upward trajectory. So far so good. Of course, confirmation still at, you guys know, I might sound like a broken record at this point, but that still lies at 115. But if you're looking at WLFI coin right now, you can see this for yourself. We're having a little bit of a battle, with this key support line. Let's extend the support line, a little bit to further down, so we can work with this a little bit more. So as of now, you're noticing something very, very interesting happening. So as soon as Eric Trump did come out, did step down as a board of director, you did see this thing go down to 19.13 cents, but you can see a fast reclaim back up to this key range, back above the key resistance at 20 cents. And you can really see the battle, where the battle is really going on, at that 20 cents key resistance. We've seen a lot of different retests above that key range. A few times, we were able to make our way back above, and you can see that just happened a few hours ago. We actually came up to 21.1 cents, kind of reclaiming back to, where we were prior to this retracement, but we are continuously finding ourselves back below it because, of course, this support, as I've told you guys before, is starting to show a significant importance. You can see this for yourself, but we want to trend this resistance into support. Right now, we're briefly below it. We've seen several retests, but we want to trend this, resistance into support, and I don't care if it consolidates here for, a couple of weeks. It doesn't matter. I don't think it's going to consolidate here for a couple of weeks because the market is heating up, and I expect WLFI to also start feeling the love. Literally just a few days back, we were sitting at about 24.48 cents. So so far so good in the grand scheme of things. Yes. Again, some people might have different ways to kind of look at it, but it's still up 24.3% from where we were on September the 4th. This project is still quite new. A lot of people have already forgotten this. This project is still really, really new. It's been on the market for just a little over a week, so you kind of give it a little bit of a break because people expect for the project to just skyrocket overnight. That's not going to happen. There will be times where you do see a little bit of a consolidation, a little bit of a lag, and we might be seeing that due to obviously what I've shared with you guys. But do let me know in the comments down below what you guys personally think about this. What are your thoughts, and what are you guys doing right now in this specific scenario? Do we think this could break below this key support line and make its way down to 16.2 cents, maybe see a double bottom? That itself would be a move of about 20.5% from where we currently are. That would require Bitcoin to see a major retracement from, in my opinion, unless of course we see major whale that comes and market sells on WLFI. Maybe that happens, but again, so far, even though we did hear that, again, a big thing that I want you guys to keep in mind is even though him stepping down, the price went not even close to where we were on September the 4th. So again, that's a little bit of a positive we can kind of take away from this. But again, the price is not looking as bad as a lot of people are anticipating. We're making ourselves back above that key resistance, which is nice to see. But we want to remain above that key range. But again, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Thank you for all the love. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.